Hello and welcome back to Casual Gastronomy. This week we did a deep dive into the Bon Appetit archives on their website and we found a dish which sounds super delicious but also really easy, and it had super high reviews, and that is creamy chickpeas with eggs and prosciutto.
And we chose this dish because it's a really easy one-pan dish to make. It's really fitting for this gloomy weather that we have today. And we really wanted to try this new culinary technique where we crisp up rosemary sprigs, which you'll see in our video.
But before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button down there. It's pretty easy to do, but it helps out the channel tremendously. Also, if you like these videos, vlogs, cooking tutorials, we actually release new videos every single week on Wednesday at 12 o'clock. So if you don't want to miss those videos, hit that subscribe button down there. And if you don't want to see the videos ever again, you can probably find a block button somewhere, but we'd prefer it if you hit the subscribe button. Without further ado, let's get into it.
We'll begin by preheating a large skillet with 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil over medium heat. Once the oil becomes fragrant and begins to shimmer, add in 2 thinly sliced garlic cloves. Let them fry in the oil for about a minute before adding in 1 sprig of rosemary. Keep the rosemary and the garlic separate because you're going to remove the rosemary as soon as it begins to get crispy but before it browns. Then, once you've removed your rosemary and your garlic is browning, add in 1 15-ounce can of drained chickpeas, 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, and 1 teaspoon of sweet smoked paprika. Continue to stir this over medium heat until the chickpeas are fully coated in the tomato paste. This should take about a minute. Now, add in 1 cup of heavy cream and salt and pepper to taste. Mix everything together thoroughly and bring it to a simmer.
Now, add in 2 eggs, season them with a little salt, and then cover the skillet and let the eggs cook until the white is set but the yolk is still runny. This should take about 2 minutes. Once your egg whites are set, remove the pan from the heat, drape prosciutto around the eggs, crumble your crispy rosemary over the top, and add 1 final touch of black pepper. We also added some smoked flaky Maldon salt because we're fancy. Finally, serve your creamy chickpeas with either flatbread or rice, or both. We won't judge you. Alright, so we're back, and this was indeed a quick and easy one.
Very quick.
It didn't turn out exactly how I imagined. I imagined that there would be a little bit more sauce and that it would be a little bit thicker. But I don't think we're going to be disappointed with it.
No.
When we taste it.
I agree.
Which we should do now.
Tasting now.
Commence tasting. So we served this with some white rice, just regular old long grain rice, which I know is not really casual gastronomy style, but every now and then you gotta switch it up, try something new. And I added some sage to this rice, just to give it a little bit of a green tint, which didn't come through super strong, but at the store I saw this rice. It was called like jade pearl rice that they added bamboo extract to, and it was like literally like kind of this pastel green color, but alas, that rice was crazy expensive, so I just got white rice and added sage to it. Alright, let's give it a taste. That is so good.
It has just the right amount of spice, like from the paprika. It's not too overwhelming, but it's so warming.
Yeah, and it's got those rich, creamy chickpeas in the creamy sauce, but those fresh cherry tomatoes keep it a little bit bright.
Yeah.
And you got the smokiness from the sauce with that beautiful sage rice. Seriously, that's a really delicious, really simple recipe.
Yeah.
I can see why so many people gave it high ratings, especially because it's so easy to do as a weeknight meal,
Yep.
but it's not boring.
No, it has so much flavor. It's not just a boring, tasteless, one-pan meal.
Yeah, and I always forget how much I love chickpeas.
I know.
I feel like I never stop eating them because I'm like done with them. I just forget about them for a while, and then I remember them, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot. Chickpeas are like my favorite thing on
They're
earth.
so good. I love the texture, and they're so hearty in a dish.
Yeah, and I think they're also healthy, but I'm not sure.
I think so. Let's just say it is.
Well guys, thanks for joining us on this short little episode. Once again, don't forget to hit that like button, hit subscribe if you want to see more cooking tutorials and more vlogs in the future. Again, we post every single Wednesday. And if you like, we also post some behind the scenes stuff on our Patreon. The link is in the description below, as well as the original recipe from Bon Appetit. So we'll see you on the next episode. Peace.